Okay. Let's see. Starting Bitcoin on the month. We are just a little bit over halfway through the month. And the MACD has me hopeful, very hopeful, especially on the monthly scale, right? If you haven't done so, we should always be checking the scales, right? But we do have a descending triangle forming that I'm seeing. I haven't drawn it, but it's there. But the MACD has me hopeful, I gotta say. So jump to the week. I haven't been looking at the week much, but on the TD sequential for the week, so we still have 5 days left in the week, but we have a 9 on the TD sequential without a drop after it. So far, still 5 days left. Markets are going crazy. The dollar is king. Did I say that before? I told a couple people that a few weeks back. Oh, I remember who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody with a lot more money than me who does land stuff. And I was telling him that the dollar right now. So don't feel bad if you're in cash right now, right? Especially if it's a US dollar. Don't get too skittish if it's in a US bank, right? I think I've said this before. I know I've said it before, but I don't know if it's ever been recorded. Everyone who has ever predicted the end of the world has one thing in common. They were all wrong. So keep that in mind. That's where I'm at. Anyway, we got our Bitcoin on the week. I'm seeing a descending triangle kind of on the week already. It's not one that I like though. So maybe on the day it becomes clear. But on the week, I want to see this signal line up here somewhere, right? Before I really say, oh, we're not going any further. The signal signal line means a lot to me here. So if we go back to, 2000, right here. So last big bump, signal line drops below, signal line comes above about 2 years after the drop. Well, about a year and a half. So let's say a year and a half. So there is still, I'm getting some conflicting signals. I'm getting very hopeful with the MACD. Probably too hopeful with the MACD, but I'm seeing a descending. Do you guys see this? I'll do it on the day. I'm kind of seeing a descending triangle there that I don't like, but it might actually be a descending triangle. So here on the day, right? More hopefulness. Maybe this will cross above that medium line on the day. It's like people on the other side of the planet messaging me. God damn, it's like, 2:40 p.m. their time. Yeah. So, okay. Triangles. I like triangles, but sometimes I see triangles that I don't like. So that follows this small trend right here, right? So when we get into the day, that's the descending triangle that I'm seeing. So yeah, I'd still expect, let's slide this over. Let's take a look. What do we got here? This is a big time period right here. This is a really big time period. Just from here to here is a month. So I'm going to actually take that and drop that off there. Let's grab a channel. Let's see something like that. And we'll just kind of give up on this channel back here. I don't think this is really, I don't think it's relevant. I think it's lost its relevance. So much so that, well, shucks. So much so, I'm going to make another line right here. And we're going to go ahead and make this one yellow. Make it really thin, be hard to see. Oh, that's so hard for my eyes to see. All right. There we go. We'll leave it like that. Got a lot of crazy lines here. So what am I expecting, right? This is why I'm streaming. We are approaching what I consider this first possible trend line. Well, I mean, I do see three good enough contacts for me. Will we break over this? If we do, we might not break over much. So I've got this yellow line. This is an important line to me now. I don't know why, but it's a real important line to me. If we go above that, then maybe this whole channel becomes more valid for the next year if the economy doesn't get good, right? If the economy doesn't get good, however, if crypto does not follow the stock market anymore, so we're looking at like 130 days. 130 days we've kind of been at this support. But that's one line. Oh man, I actually made those different colors. Here, let me make this one red. Because this is a big one. Right? So when we cross this big one, then I'll be a little more will the bottom be in? That's what I'm looking for right now. Is the bottom going to be in? And I think we're going to hit this line, maybe bounce over it a little bit to touch the yellow line here at 20K, 20.3K. And then I think we're going down. I am still not optimistic. I would have liked to have been optimistic by now, but let's see. I don't even know how to look that up. Okay. Why am I not optimistic? Well, oil. Why am I not optimistic? Because if oil goes up, I don't think we're going to be very optimistic about anything. And, gosh, has anything changed? Has anything changed in the market as far as supply, or has it just gotten worse? That's the question. I can't answer that question. But 12% increase would be bad. We don't have anything in our strategic oil reserves anymore. And I saw the strategic oil reserves depleted, I think, twice before this, and it took forever to get them back filled back up, so to speak. I think our government the United States was going to buy at $80. Were they going to buy enough to fill the whole oil reserve? That's going to be, it, you know, it's not a talk on the strategic oil reserve, right? But we got Tesla not looking that good. Nvidia not looking that good. Nothing looks good. This is a manufacturer, Emerson Electric. That's not looking that good. Let's look at this on the week here. Oh, well, shucks. $40. Boy. So yeah. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Go back to the day. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking right now. We bust this and then we break this, 25K. And we are, it's on. Years of upside slowly, and then we'll see another boom. And then we'll see. We'll see where the adoption goes too, right? We'll see what kind of laws they try to put in effect to stop decentralized finance. I still think we can get here. So let's redo this. I don't remember where I first thought. Let's 15.5 sounds good to me. We'll drop that line right here. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And now that we've got this smaller channel here, if we had this bigger channel, it would make me think that we were going to drop even more. But we do have this smaller channel here. Yeah. So probably do this every single time I stream, but it's a 20% drop still from there. So we're days away from it is the thing. And if this is pointed down and I look at Tesla, for instance, so this is pretty good, right? So we've got this drop right here. We got our cross here, and then we've got a big drop, and then we've got, what is this? 24% up. So I wonder if we will see Tesla do like a 17% up, and then another 20-something% drop. Maybe 30% drop. Wow. Hold on. Now, I'd have to do some checking to see what some other people are projecting, but 166 Tesla starts to sound good to me. I know this is supposed to be Bitcoin, but the same thing about Nvidia, right? So I would wait and see if we even get to any of these lines. If there's a drop, I would start looking for buys on real things, real boys, even Coinbase, right? Coinbase is there. We'll have to see. All right, I'm sorry, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, that's what I see. I'm still not ruling out going down, that is for sure. As a matter of fact, that is what this is telling me. Descending triangles and trends and, yeah, TEMAs, everything. The only thing that's really not getting me worried is the MACD, and maybe it should. So I said that I was definitely going to be watching Cake. And I was, as we got this bounce here, which ended up being a bounce sort of here. And I said to myself, well, Bitcoin could be going up to here. As long as Bitcoin stays sideways for a couple days right now. This is the daily chart. So I do suspect that we'll hit this line, and that'll take a couple days. That'll take 3 days. And based on that, I said, screw it. Let's jump back into cake again. Let's do it. So I really probably should have pulled this out a little bit and pulled this up. And we'll see. All right? So I like the MACD on the day. If I get a couple green days on this, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm trying to look I'm trying to look more at the day now, right? I've been zeroed in more on the 2-hour trades, but my big swings that I'm trying to catch, those have all been from the day, right? So let's see how this lined up actually. So I jumped in right here on the day, and that should have been like the 1. Yeah, the bounce on the 1 back over this line. As soon as it crossed over that, well, what I thought was that line. I think I had this up a little higher. But you get the drift. You get the drift. The MACD looked good. To me, better than nothing. It's bouncing off the bottom of the channel. That's what it looks like to me. I've been expecting it down, so that's about it. I expect things to crash next week. Wow. Okay, so if I'm not clear, I expect things to crash next week. I am expecting to either get stopped out of this trade or, and this has got to be why I have that line, I'm expecting a maximum of 9% out of this trade. Small trade, right? Not trying to make a Lambo next week. Okay. That's really it. I tried to keep this short. I think I failed. Have a, what day is today? Have a great week. Yeah. Have a great week, guys.